Hello and welcome to Morris Park. I just thought I'd show you today a little of some things that are blooming around for early spring. Some things in the greenhouse and maybe something outside. These beautiful flowers are a Aloe Homilus. I have growing in with these Haworthias here and this Astroloba. I've had this quite a few years. It's never bloomed for me. But this year it decided to put out a show. And it actually has another one getting ready to bloom back here. Let's see here. For a long time when I first bought this, it didn't have a label and I thought it was a Haworthia years ago when I bought it. And learned later on it was a aloe, and that's actually why it's planted in with these Haworthias and all. I thought it was a Haworthia. But no, it's a Aloe Homilus. You can see by the flowers, it says aloe all over it. And these are some beautiful aloe flowers. Really nice ones, very colorful. I also have a Mamillary Hanayana, both varieties, full bloom. Really like this pink one, real vibrant. There's the cream color. They're doing quite well, blooming good. Also, my Euphorbia Polygona. Some full flower. Really like these Polygonas. And over next to it, Euphorbia ruginosa. So I get that to focus. And it's got a few flowers on top there. You see, going to focus real close there. A little white Euphorbia Mamillary hybrid here. But really, it hasn't even stopped blooming. It's bloomed all through the winter. Done real well. Mamillary Pilkeyensis. This is one of those wild Mammillarias that I had to cage. Usually they all bloom at the same time, but this time they kind of bloomed out of sync. This one's doing real well. It's bloomed up really good. And this one is just coming into bud. And I'm not quite seeing them on the small one yet. But I'm going to give it some water today. It hadn't had any water for a while, and give it a little push. Since it's March now and things are starting to wake up, probably needs a little water. I'll give it a little food with it. Next to it is a Mamillary Hanayana. It's in bloom. I have a very old one of these also that's just starting to come in. It's kind of a giant caterpillar. I've had this for a long, long time. Probably about 38 years. Yeah, it's quite the caterpillar. Big old fuzzy guy. Very old. Starting to put off quite a few offsets around the base now. Got this at California Cactus Center out in Pasadena, California. Up there on Rosemead Boulevard. Very old. My peperomia in full bloom. Kind of odd, isn't it? Peperomias have really odd flowers. It's cool to see some of these crests sometimes. Very unusual. And my adeniums are just starting to wake up. I need to brush some of those dead leaves off. Euphorbia gorgonis. Full flower there. Haven't had any of the other ones like Miri or anything start in yet. Just gave them some water and fed them today. Opuntoides hasn't started yet. Monodeniums are just starting to bloom real nice. Seems like they never actually stop. The Monodenium Heteropodium. Hasn't really even got its leaves yet. Just starting some down in there. This is a Monodenium Guntheri. It hasn't really started to get its leaves yet. I'm going to give it a little water today and feed it. It's got some flowers on it. A few. No leaves really yet. A few buds up there. My Monodenium Lugardae, it has a couple flowers up there. I think I'm going to have to trim away some of that Bryrophyllum or Clancoe, or it's one of those mother of thousands kind of things. It grows from all kinds of little plantlets, but it's a vine. Have to clean some of that out. This is my Monodenium Richii Variegata that I got from Dazzled Edith of Cactomania. One of my long distance travelers. It's just starting to get some leaves now. Doing real nicely. So yeah, it's just starting to wake up for its spring. This is a real thin trailing kind of Mamillary elongata. It's got some flowers on it. It's got real thin stems. It's kind of different from the normal one. Kind of look at this one. This is one of my normal ones. A little different. And it's got a bud on it too. A few buds. This one's kind of made a comeback. Had it outside one year and suffered real bad from the sooty mold. And I had to bring it back out a bit. I don't think the Copper King has any on it yet. I don't see any. But it's kind of made a recovery too. But yeah, this is kind of a different variety. It's real smooth. Unlike the normal variety, this one doesn't have any central spines. This one has very short central spines. You can kind of see them there. Here and there. Like right there. Central spines. Real long, trailing. Nice little flowers. I keep this thing from swinging around and making everybody dizzy. Looking nice. There's some buds on Mamillary macrohelia, I believe. Maybe wrong on that. Don't have a tag there, but there's some buds. Also, my Echinobivia rainbow bursts. There's buds all over it. Doing good. As well as this one here. This one has two names. It used to be a Nodocactus. It was Nodocactus eubomanius. It is now known as Parodia Warneri. But it's in a nice purple bud, about 7 flowers on there, 7 buds rather. Can't really count them till they're there, can we? They're looking really good. A few buds up here on my Echinopsis subdenudata. After a long winter. Starting to plump up again after I've watered it. Looking pretty good. Can't wait to see those. Quite a few flowers here on my Euphorbia Evansii. Been doing a little experimenting on this one. Trying to cross it. Trying to cross some with my Aruginosa and my Polygona both. And I see what looks like maybe some seed pods forming on those. But whether they're viable or not, that'll be another thing. There's one there. Pop another flower. So yeah, they're doing pretty good. Nice little Evansii flowers. Evansii is both male and female, by the way. I've never had seed off of this Evansii, even though it is both male and female. It's never actually produced seed on its own. So if it does produce seed, I'll know that it took place and it did make seed from these two different Euphorbias I've tried to cross it with. But whether they grow or not is a whole other thing. We'll have to see what happens. Keep my fingers crossed there. There's a big old Evansii. Nice old tree. I'm going to be replanting this pretty soon. It's kind of running out of room there. My Phaerocactus glaucescens, always faithful in producing buds. It's going to have a nice little crown of flowers on it, yellow flowers. This used to be known as Echinocactus glaucescens. When I bought it, that's what it was labeled as. They've changed it to Phaerocactus. I don't see anything on this little Phaerocactus here yet. It's gracilis, I believe. Usually it does pretty good. There might be a bud tucked down in there, but it might be a little late this year. This is my Euphorbia Polygona with some more of this vining Kalanchoe, Brawrophyllum, whatever you want to call it. And it gets everywhere because it reproduces by these tiny little plantlets on the ends of the leaves there. As you can see. I'll try to pull as much as possible. Just leave a little because it is part of the greenhouse, I suppose. But yeah, little flowers all over this little Polygona. Another old one I've had for quite a few years, probably about 20 years. Very barked up. Been through freezes and everything else. And nice little flowers. Also one of my Haworthias here. I believe this is Symbiformis. Just starting to put them out. By the way, it's very nice out here today. Getting on the edge of 90 degrees out here. And it's been very cold outside this last week. In fact, yesterday morning it was 12 degrees when we woke up outside. So this is very welcome to come in here and have the warmth. I have the sun cooperating with me today, plus the wood stove is actually going, so it's staying very nice in here today. Feels good. And last but not least is our little miniature daffodils. Always the first outside here to bloom. And today is very nice out. It's about 65 degrees. It's beautiful. These are always our first. We have some other ones that are in bud that are coming up right now, along with hyacinths and stuff like that, but they're not ready yet. But these are looking good. Well, I hope you enjoyed seeing all these little flowers here we have coming out at Morris Park. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care.